Good. Good day to you, YouTubers. Hope you are well. I would like to speak to you very briefly about a particular subject which I find quite interesting. The idea of our existence. How did we get here and who put us here? I'll tell you a very brief story. There was a young boy sitting at the table in the morning eating his oats. As he stared out the window with his dad sitting to his left hand side reading the newspaper, the boy began to wonder, what is life all about? Part of it was because his dad was ignoring him and he wondered why he was even there. Do I even exist, Dad? He said. The dad said to him, sorry son, what was that? As he put down his newspaper. The boy said, I said, do I even exist, Dad? Why am I even here? The dad, not realising that the boy was being sarcastic about the dad's ignoring him, the dad began to say, well son, me and your mum love each other and we've always loved each other. You are an expression of our love. The son, realising the dad didn't get the point, thought he'd play along. So he said, okay Dad, so why are you and mum here? Why do you exist? The dad said, well son, my mum and my dad, your mum's mum and your mum's dad, your grandparents, they loved each other. And you are, or we are, sorry, an expression of that love. This went on for the next half an hour, 10 minutes as they got dressed, and then for 20 minutes in the car journey on the way to school. As they arrived at the school gate, the boy climbed out of the car and he said, so, where are we now? We're at the Big Bang. Why the Big Bang? And the dad simply said, well son, the only answer I can give to that is no one, no thing did it and no particular reason. The boy laughed and went inside, kind of a bit bemused. You see, the point of this story is to highlight the fact that if all of our human existence is founded on nothing, no one, no thing, and for no reason, someone walked up to you and punched you in your face and said, what did you do that for? And they said, no reason. Would that be right or wrong? Well, you would say it would be wrong. So the human existence comes along for no reason, no purpose. How then do we as human beings create purpose out of that? Yes, that's quite ingenious to create purpose in a purposeless world that's here for no reason. But then how do we talk about things like reason if in the beginning there was no reason? It's almost the same as a young child is there with a piece of paper and a paintbrush and paint, and they began spraying just randomly, like an explosion of paint all over the paper. And then someone comes along and starts to say, oh, well, this is here because that, and that's here because that, and this is that, and that's the reason why that, and no. There's no purpose to any of it. The child was just splashing paint. So why try and read reason into it? Yes, you can give your personal interpretation of that, what you feel, but then therefore every single person in the world, in the universe, if there are more people out there, is entitled to interpret that as they see fit. So when someone tells you this is wrong or this is right, the baby in the beginning had no intention to explain or to provide something that was explainable, but merely splash paint on the page. And therefore, anyone that comes after who tries to suggest they know the baby's meaning or the reason for this is merely giving their own interpretation. So then what does that mean for life if that is the truth? Then that means that it's about the fight and the battle between those who can implement their interpretation upon the rest. Those who have the strongest voice, the most persuasion, who can control the status quo. But ultimately, still, it's all an illusion. Is that the truth? What do you think?